Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on a Monday night after a very tiresome weekend that I had this weekend, guys. But at the end of the day, man, only the strong survive. And I put myself in that category as one of the strong. I was just talking to some of the guys on Instagram, right here on the world's most dangerous podcast, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. I am your host, Stevie Ray. I'm trying to adjust my camera here. I'm your host, Stevie Ray, for the world's most dangerous podcast. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, my man Jimmy Tibbs will be here. And not only that, Mr. Chris Dillsworth is going to grace our presence also, because he is going to give us our monthly review on what is going on with professional wrestling and what's going on professional wrestling. Blackbird is in the house. What's going on, Blackbird? Did you see the Royal Rumble, brother? If you did, you got to let me know what went down. Because but my man Chris Dillsworth is going to be here. And that's going to be pretty interesting, man, because Chris is always very controversial, always very opinionated. But that's why we love him. That's why we love him, man. What's up, Doc? The Women Rumble was great. Man, you know what? I remember the last one they did. I don't know if it was the last one I did a couple of years back, man. That one was great, man. So women always get out there and bust their ass, and I don't give a damn what nobody say, man. Those girls bust their ass, man, and they bring it, man. What's up, Queen? Drew McIntyre's on right now. I can't hear what he's saying because I got it cut down. But I watched the Rumble. Fantastic show. Apart from the first match, Goldberg needs to stop wrestling. What's up, DK? You say Goldberg needs to stop wrestling. I mean, Goldberg trying to get that last payday, dog. What's up? He doesn't wrestle but once every blue moon. You can't stomach one match every blue moon. What's up, Coach? I mean, come on. Who was that? Blackbird? No, that was Doc. You can't stomach Goldberg for one match every blue moon, bro? Golly, man. But y'all rough, man. That's rough. I tried to tell everybody they were going to use Goldberg to get Drew McIntyre over. But Stevie Ray don't know what he talking about. Even though I've been around the game 32 years. 32 years. I don't know nothing. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. What's up, Calcutta? Man, you know, Calcutta, I just got through talking about my weekend, man. It was pretty, I had a lot of stuff to do. I mean, Saturday anyway, I had a lot of stuff to do, man. And Sunday, I was pretty much wore out, man. You know what, man? I got to start taking my vitamins, man, more consistently. Because I've been taking my vitamins consistently, man. So I've been feeling kind of weak. But I feel better today. I think I just ran myself ragged over the weekend, man. That was more than anything. Just kind of ran myself ragged, and I'm not used. I don't stay out late anymore, guys. DK, you better tell them, man. You better tell them. Let's see who's got on the line here. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Holla at your boy.
Hey, Stevie. How are you? It's Coach.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, man?
All right. I've been on for a while now, but every time I go, you got like a guest on or something, and I don't want to interrupt, so I'm just going to call real quick.
That's cool.
I just wanted to say thank you to all the listeners and to yourself for when I was in the hospital struggling, and everybody like giving me well wishes and stuff. That I'm recovering pretty well, and I just wanted to like personally thank everybody who gave me the well wishes and prayed for me. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, you know we got to take care of family, brother. Well, you know that, bro. We got to take care of family. How you feeling now, man?
I'm all right. I mean,
Huh? Hello? Hello? I think he. Okay, I got you back. I got you back.
I just gotta be careful, but I'm gonna make a full recovery. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a full recovery. I just gotta be careful. But no, I'm lucky to be alive from what my doctors told me. So.
Well, that's good, bro.
I appreciate everybody. When I called the show when I was sick, I didn't even know it at the time. I was in critical condition.
What? Really?
Like they weren't like telling me like everything as it was going along, so they wouldn't scare me and stuff. You know?
Oh man.
They didn't even know if I was gonna make it at that point. But
Oh,
like
wow.
2 days after I called and gave you guys the story, you know, I made the turn for the better, and then that's when the surgeon was more transparent with me about everything that was going on. You know?
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes they don't want to startle you because sometimes that can be kind of detrimental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people take things the wrong way, and next thing you know, you're even more, you know, ill than you were when you came in. So I can understand the doctors doing that, bro.
Yeah, I'm already a nervous person. I get like anxiety and stuff. So they
really?
know, like they knew that when I went in because they asked your medical history. So they ain't gonna give me anxiety because when I get my anxiety attacks, I gotta start breathing heavy and stuff. So
Right.
that's what they were doing. So
Okay.
I don't blame. I'm not mad at them for that. You know.
Right.
You know,
Well, hey, man, they just trying to take care of you, man. They just trying to take care of you. You know, they do what they do. They got their little tactics that they do, man, to try to keep people calm, and you can't blame them for that. But hey, man, you're on the comeback trail now, man. Everybody's sending out their wishes right now.
thank you. I appreciate that.
And I'm looking at Detroit Knockout. What's up, Stevie? This is Kyle from Knockout and 3 Count. Oh, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? Glad you could join the show. But hey, man, what's on your mind tonight, man? What's on your mind tonight? I know you got some questions for me. You?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
No. The main reason I wanted to call was to just say thank you to everybody, and also I want to put over the Patreon. You guys might not see me as much here on Twitch anymore because now I subscribe to the Patreon, and the thing I like about it is I can download automatically everything into my podcast app right from the Patreon, so this way I can listen to your shows at my convenience.
Right.
I do like the live experience every once in a while, so when I could, I'll be here. But I just want you to know I listen to every show. It just might not be live at the time, but I'll try as much as I could to.
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
I enjoy the interactive, you know?
And let everybody know about it also, man, because I'm getting ready to put a lot of new stuff on the Patreon channel that only you're going to be able to see it on Patreon. A lot of, you know, and a couple of new shows that I'm working on, man. So it's just getting started. Remember, I told you, took everything down and redid everything, so everything will be a little bit better produced, and that's what you're seeing right now. Because you know me, man, I want everything right.
No, it's great. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's very, very nice when I like driving in the car and stuff. And
Right.
need something to listen to, you know.
Yeah, you got any shows? You listen to any shows where you call it in?
No, I haven't gotten to. I haven't really came across any of that.
Okay, well, this one gonna be going up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And I think I got the one. I hadn't put it out there yet though. When you called me that day, when you was on the subway or something, you was sick.
No, that was somebody else. That was the caller that lives in DC, I think. That was.
Oh yeah, that was a kid in DC. That's right. No, you called me. No, you was in the hospital when you called, right?
I was in the hospital.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna tell my producer to put that one. I'm gonna put that one on YouTube.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and I'm gonna put the caption up there. Stevie Ray talking to one of the listeners as he's on this hospital bed.
Hey, you got it. Go ahead. You got my verbal consent right now recorded.
You know, we goes to show you the dedication, man, of the family, brother. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna be cool, man. I'm gonna have some fun with that one. But hey, man, I appreciate you calling in. Everybody sending you love. Everybody sending you love, man. And hey, hope you'll be back 100%, and we'll be back kicking it again. All right?
I will. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Peace, man. Okay, man. Calcutta, you sent in a couple You said something that I wanted to address. I got plenty of questions to throw your way tomorrow night with us. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. But it's all good, man. Your thoughts are the people hating on Bad Bunny performers. Look, man, I've been seeing all that stuff today about Bad Bunny, man. I've been saying, and everybody been hitting me up, asking me, what do I think about it, man? I'm like, I might talk about it a little bit tonight, a little bit, because my boy's going to be calling in. But what's up, Matt? But you know, bro, I mean, I'm in the hip hop, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to say nothing right now. I'll save it. I'll save it for tomorrow, man. I don't know if I want my show to start. I don't want to start nothing on the show right now, and then people going to start hitting me up with 50,000 different questions, man. I'd rather do it on someone else's show. Or I'd rather do it when Chris comes on the show. Chris Dillsworth will be here, and he's going to give a whole assessment of the whole night. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Family first. What's up? Yeah, that's right, Coach. You know, not fair to ask you about. No, it is fair, Chris. I mean, it's a fair assessment. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't enjoy that bullshit. I'm going to be honest right now on my show, Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. We know I don't hold back. It is what it is. I didn't give two shits about Bad Bunny. That fucking music was the drizzling shits. Horrible. I mean, with my brother standing back there like a man hypnotized. I mean, it is for the show, so on and so forth. And maybe that's for this younger generation, man. But you want me to play you some hip hop? Y'all, okay. I'm gonna put some of my stuff out there. See how y'all like that kind of hip hop that I'm just from another generation, man, and I just didn't get it, bro. Big Daddy Kane, yeah. You hear me? You don't hear me, man. I'm trying to find some right now. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all right now. Some of my hip-hop songs, what I'm used to. You know, y'all remember LL Cool J? Okay, you hate. You just put up there LL Cool J. You know what I used to come out to? You hate? Run DMC. Yeah, that's right. I used to come out to Mama Said Knock You Out. Remember when I used to walk down the aisle in WCW and I used to always say, I'm going to knock somebody out. That's where I got that from. You dig what I'm saying? Everything went through the theme of what we were doing. The theme. Real hip hop. Hits. From coast to coast. Hits. Made people want to get up and dance. You know? Get up and dance. Get off your ass. That's what I'm talking about. What I saw the other night, man, like I said, brother, that was, I don't even know. I mean, Wu-Tang, Blackbird, you better wake up. You better wake up. Talking about, let me find something. I'm finna find something and play it right now. Find something, play it right now before we bring the great Jimmy Tibbs on. I'm gonna show you some hip hop. I think almost nobody did, literally. Had 3 people say the best part of the whole thing was Book saying, yeah. I saw that too. You know, that's what I'm talking about. But, you know, I got nothing against the music today. I just didn't get that, man. I mean, I didn't understand the whole theme of it, man. Maybe he's just a big fan of my brother or something like that. I really don't know. But, yeah. it's kind of beyond me, man. But that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. You don't hear me. But I ain't hard to find. Keep your ears close. 911, coach. What's up, Jimmy?
Man, I'm jamming. How about that, Stevie?
Hey, I like it, man. I like it.
You know who that is? You know who that is, Stevie Ray?
I could barely hear it, but I did hear it.
Yeah, that was
Kano.
That?
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
I hear you.
I am ready, but tonight I'm coming to you tonight, Stevie Ray, thanks to your success.
What's that?
I'm going to be in a Red Fox mode tonight.
Okay.
When Red Fox would perform, and if he knew his mother was in the audience, he wouldn't curse worth a lick. And because you're expanding, you're on YouTube now. So my mom is watching tonight. So I'm going to have to watch what I say, Stevie Ray. Yeah, you understand?
Well, see, I didn't know your mom was watching because I did. I let a couple out.
It's on YouTube, girl. Check it out. Same voice everyone,
Oh, man. Well, everybody out there, Mr. Jimmy Tibbs is here. They call him Mr. Tibbs. And if anybody wants to call in and ask any questions tonight, 832-243-4428. 832-243-4428. Jimmy, man, how was the weekend, brother? Man, I seen you out there doing your thing, man.
Stevie, I have got to tell you that story.
Okay.
How that came about. And you're not going to believe it. Okay. I usually do the Uber, but they're doing some type of background check, and they're claiming that it's slowed up because of the virus, and some agencies are closed, and blah blah blah. So I'm off their platform. So I've been doing the Lyft.
Hey, hold on. Blackbird just said he gonna send me some old school German hip hop.
Oh yeah,
some German hip hop, baby.
Bring it on.
I want to hear it. I'll play it on the show, man. But anyway, I'll play it on my radio show. Yeah, but anyway, Jimmy, go ahead.
So this guy's show comes over my feed, at least that he was going to be an awesome guy named David Lucas. I never heard of him. Didn't know the guy from Adam.
I never heard of him.
Never heard of the guy. So, so I saw it. I was talking about it with another comic. Didn't think anything of it. Well, turn the page. Sunday night, about 8:30, I pick up this couple at a hotel in Austin. And I didn't look at them, but I could see them. And I knew they were from out of town because the guy was black and the woman was black. You don't see that in Austin, okay? So he gets in the car and starts talking to her about Los Angeles and this, that, and the other. And I said, excuse me, what do you do for a living? He says, I'm an entertainer. I said, I thought you looked familiar. I said, you're going to be at Antone's Thursday night. He said, yeah, how'd you know? I said, well, I'm a comic. So I played in my 30-second clip. I think I sent it to you, the clip.
Right.
A couple of weeks ago. So he says, well, why don't you come over there and open up for us?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like, what? He said, yeah, just I'm going to put your name on. Let's just show up. You could be our first act. Be glad to have you on. Like, okay, great. So I go over there and do my thing, have a good time. And that was Thursday night. Right. Friday night, Stevie, Friday afternoon, brother, I pick up him and his girlfriend again.
Wow.
From Lyft. The odds of that happening twice are just astronomical.
In a couple of days, yeah.
Yeah. To see someone, so we just started laughing. So we became Facebook friends.
Okay.
And so I'm looking at his feed, and he wished his mom a happy birthday on the 25th of January. So I sent him a DM. I said, is your mom's birthday on the 25th, or you just posting it on the 25th? He said, no, her birthday's on the 25th. But my mom's birthday's on the 25th. This is Twilight Zone, this shit, So I kind of left it at that because it was just so bizarre that I would pick him up twice.
Right.
And then to find this out is like, he says, yeah, man, I'm going to go meet with Joe Rogan. And, he says, I'd like to get more into producing and writing because the road is kicking his butt. Right. Just being in different cities because he was going back to Houston, then coming back to Austin, then to Los Angeles. So it's a rough business, man. It is a rough business, Right. But it was just so strange, and it's been messing with me ever since I found this information out. I'm like, what does this all mean? So I want to ask you, Stevie Ray, is this just a coincidence? Because there are no coincidences. The Clintons taught us that.
Well, something, man. In situations like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, I think it can be coincidence, but hey, sometimes coincidences happen and you have to take advantage of them when they happen. Because see, that can be opportunity knocking.
Okay.
Hello? I'm looking for Jimmy Tibbs. Who's looking and who's asking? This is opportunity. And when opportunity knocks, I rarely ever knock twice. That is how I look at opportunity, brother. Yeah. Be ready. You always stay ready because sometimes you ain't got time to be ready.
Right. And
so when opportunity knocks, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. You never know who got enough juice to put you in the right place to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at that whole thing, bro. I look at my whole career has been that way.
That's what I figured.
My whole career was been one person doing the old, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
It's just so weird. So somebody else was watching this show, and I'm going to be on his podcast tomorrow night.
Okay.
And but I met him in Charlotte at the convention. But anyway, he follows me, follows you, and he's hey man, come on my podcast Tuesday night. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So it's interesting enough that opportunity when he speaks, he sounds just like James Earl Jones.
You know something? A comedian just sent me a request to be on the show. I get so many sometimes that I can't keep up with them. But by you saying a comedian, I was like, this was a comedian. I'm gonna have to go back and look at all my stuff. I don't know if I sent him a message or not. A lot of times, a lot of stuff comes in on my email. All right. And see, the way my phone is set up, I don't get any kind of notifications for my emails. I just have to check them every day or so to see what's came in. So I'm gonna have to go back and look, man, because it was a comedian.
Oh yeah,
and that's strange. And
they hurt him right now. It's not strange. They're hurting him right now, man.
Okay.
People they're trying to get on podcasts and radio shows, and because they can't get out there, because of what's going on. So it's just amazing how many people will make comment about this show. They don't hit the like button, but they see it. You know. Oh yeah, I saw you there. Yeah, So it's amazing, man. Yeah. So people see what you're doing.
Right.
But I got a friend who's on the radio here in Austin, and he's the same thing. Everybody's calling him up. People he hadn't heard from in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's going on, man? Because he's on the radio here in Austin.
Right.
So they're trying to get some of that. They want some of that sweat to drip on them.
Right.
Not a chance. Did you get a chance to watch the Pro Bowl live thing?
I did, dog. Saturday. Great. Saturday, I was just telling the guys, man. My Saturday was from the time I got up until the time I came home at 2:00 in the morning, man. So I was done.
You're gonna love this story.
Okay.
I watched it, but not all of it. I was listening to it while I was driving around because it was. Oh shit! Help me out, Stevie. What's the term? It was computer generated or whatever this time.
Okay.
Simulated on. Anyway.
Right.
So it's
virtual.
Virtual. There you go. Thank you, Stevie. So I didn't. I was just listening to it, and Michael Strahan and some chick were both hosting it, and it had on there, I want to say some guy named Deshaun Jackson or something, and the guy that was the running back for the Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks?
The beast mode guy. What's his name?
Okay. Marshawn Lynch.
There you go. Thank you. Anyway, a couple other guys. Snoop Doggy Dogg was one of the guys. So anyway, while they're doing this thing virtually, the guy goes, yeah, after a tackle or something like that. He says, Hogan, we coming for you. And everybody started laughing but the white woman because she didn't get the joke. And, I love esoteric humor.
Who said that?
I don't know. It was one of the guys, but it wasn't Snoop Dogg. I recognize his voice.
Oh, man.
But Steve, I laughed so hard I had to pull a car over. And then the guy went, shout out to my man Booker T. And everybody just started laughing. And you could tell they knew it was an inside joke the way they were laughing because they knew, we're coming for you. Oh
my God! I'm surprised somebody hasn't sent me that, man.
Oh man, it's I gotta find. I'm gonna go back.
My boy Uhe says Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver from the Philadelphia Eagles.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Right.
But it was just hilarious. And he said, "Yeah, Paul, we coming for you." And he didn't say it when he stopped. And when he stopped, it made it even funnier because you knew there was something else he was supposed to say, but you didn't know what.
Right, unless you knew the unless you knew the deal.
And I mean, you can hear the guy because they knew.
Oh my goodness, man!
It was funny, man. It was funny. So I was like, oh God.
Mark said Deshaun Watson.
That sounds right. Right.
He said he watched it too.
Okay.
I
don't know.
Wow, man.
It was funny, man. I don't know which guy said it, but it was hilarious. I'm going to have to go find that exact clip and
like I said, I'm surprised somebody didn't send me that clip. But, who knows if anybody was really watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because they wasn't playing a real game, so from what I could gather.
Yeah, it was funny, man. It was funny. But so actually quickly, how much are you raking in doing that cameo, Stevie Ray? And I heard your price is $225 for Stevie Ray to cut you out.
Actually, the app has been messing up on my phone for a long time. So finally, some people had hit me up on Instagram. Was like, we sent one guy from England and another guy, and they was like, hey man, we sent you some cameo. And I was like, cameo? I forgot all about the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I went back on it, and I called my guy that had actually set me up with it a little over a year ago. And he was like, you need to call this. I'll forget it. So I went on and I sent them an email about my cameo account. And they hit me back and sent me some stuff. And I went back into it, and it opened up again. You know what I'm saying? And now I got it open again. But no, man, I think I got my stuff at $25, $30 or something like that. I can always change it. But like I said, the notifications for Cameo comes in through my email. And back then, a little over a year ago, I wasn't checking my emails, but once unless I know Jimmy sending me something. If you send me something, you're going to call me and say, hey, man, I sent you an email about blah, blah, blah. You're not just going to sit in. You know what I'm saying? So usually that's when I check my emails when I know I got an important one coming because, so much spam crap out there. So it'd be like 5 or 6 people that I missed on Cameo. Right. Because I don't get no notification from Cameo. Now I do. Okay. So if anybody sends me something on Cameo now, I guess they've upgraded their software. You see what I'm saying? So now big old picture comes up on my phone. You go through and this guy, somebody just sent you a request for Cameo. So, I'm going to start back doing it here. I just did a couple of them about an hour ago. So, so it's a pretty good deal, man. You got a lot of people on there, but I'm kind of here for the fans, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of here for the fans and anybody that wants shout outs like that, because I get a lot of people hitting me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter asking, can I send this person a shout out and stuff like that? So that's why I started the Cameo thing. So now when somebody calls me with that, I can say, hey, just go to my Cameo. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like a guy hit me this week and was like, hey, can you send my son a shout out? It's his birthday. And I'm like, I didn't recognize the name, so I hit him back and said, man, do I know you? Because, you know, a lot of times, Jimmy, it's people I don't know, and names come under different, you know, references and stuff like that. And he goes, no, you don't know me. I'm a friend of, I can't remember who he said you're a friend of. And I'm like, you know, I mean, with all due respect, I mean, you know, I just ain't got time to be sending video messages to people I don't know, man, you know, so that's why I got everything hooked back up, man. And I think I told him, man, you got to go to Cameo and, you know, I'll do that stuff, but just to do it out of, you know, I don't know your kid, I don't know his name,
right,
stuff like that, you know. But when they send stuff in the Cameo, they give you a whole list of everything. As a matter of fact, when you do the Cameo, the paragraph that they wrote is still sitting there as you taping. So you'll know what words to say. And, you know, like if you send me something, hey, Stevie, do this for my mother. My mother's name is blah, 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 blah. So as I'm doing it, I'm reading what you sent me. You ain't got to write it down, you know what I'm saying, to come back and not remember. So it's pretty cool, man. But no, I don't try to jack people, man, for that kind of stuff, man. I think it's a real privilege that fans actually still know you and want you to do stuff like that. I think it's a real privilege.
Yeah. Yeah, but well, we definitely appreciate you guys, man. And you know, you just never know the reaction from some people. Like I told you the time I went to Ivan Putski's house, and he was just so nice about it. You know, he could have been, you know, what are you doing on my property? You know, get the shotgun, honey. You know, but he was just couldn't have been a nicer guy. And then when he was in Charlotte, he remembered me. He says, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you came to the house. Hey, what's going on? You know, so I would love to know how he's doing. But you know, with the virus and stuff, you know, I'm not going to go back over there. You know.
Well, he's in your area though, right?
What's I'm saying? Yeah, he's in Austin. I looked him up. I Googled him, and his real name came up. And I had one of his posters from PWI. I used to collect all the posters. When I got flooded in the Hurricane Katrina, I had over 200 wrestling magazines, and all my posters were at the top.
Right.
And all of those magazines got flooded except for those posters.
Oh,
when I went back to Retriever, so I picked those up. So I was able to keep those posters. So I went over to his house and knocked at the door, and he opened up and he signed it for me and everything. And he said, "How'd you find me?" I said, "The internet. I just Googled your name and your real name came up, and here I is, you know." So, but just a nice guy, guy. He even made me hit him in the stomach. His hands are just rock hard. Yeah, he's got some age on it, but those abs they're incredible.
Yeah, man. They used to do back when I was a kid, man. Ivan Putski worked here in Houston, well, in San Antonio and all that stuff. Because I think Joe Blanchard is the one that got Ivan in the business, if I remember correctly. And he used to do all of that kind of stuff, man. Put concrete and stuff like that on his stomach, and the guys would take a sledgehammer and break it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, man. You know, as kids, you see that stuff and go, wow, man. You know, we believe everything as kids. But, man, he just got one of them rock hard. What's up, Jay Spees? He just got one of them rock hard abs, man. And that was a hell of a gimmick. Made a lot of money. Yeah,
the first time I saw him, you remember a show, and I know you do. Roone Arledge was the producer. He started this show called ABC Wide World of Sports.
Yeah.
And I used to watch it on Saturdays. In one particular episode, he says, "Now we take you to Madison Square Garden, and to Ivan Putski, someone's going to come off the top rope onto his stomach."
Right.
And man, I was just doing backflips because I was like, "Damn, that's the garden. That's a silver bell looking type ropes. That's it, you know." Right. And, because all I had was magazines before, so I'd never seen any live action of MSG. And so he lied down prone on the middle of the mat, I think with a board or a brick or something on him, and someone came off the top rope and hit him right in the solar plexus, and nothing, you know. So yeah. Solidly built, man. I would love to see him and Randy Poffo there in the competition, because I think he had set a record for the most sit-ups.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Macho Man's dad.
Now, another guy when I was a kid had the dude by the name of Pepper Gomez. And Pepper Gomez had the the man with the concrete abs and stuff like that. And
that's it.
In the middle of the match, guy be working his and the heel would punch him in the stomach, you know what I'm saying? Boom. And be like, you know, like his hand is hurting and stuff like that. Man, was that was some hell of entertainment back then, man. You don't see those kind of circus type guy that's a worker anymore, you know what I'm saying? Man, I still remember that.
And those guys, yeah.
I don't know what Pepper Gomez looked like, but I just remember him more of an image. You know, I can't remember his face, but I remember him. Yeah. But wow, man. Concrete stomachs.
Now today you don't know any stars. You just know the business. You know, the WWE is the star. The wrestlers are just kind of a byproduct. But back in the day, you were intrigued when you saw Waldo Von Erich, when you saw Ali Bey the Turk or whatever. You know, it was about those characters. That's what drew you in. You know, I mean,
it's funny. It's funny you talk about Waldo Von Erich.
Mm-hmm.
The day I met you, I also interviewed Bill Watts.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the video, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
When I interviewed Bill Watts. When I was a kid, my grandmother was the biggest Bill Watts fan. And the big heel, my grandmother lived in Louisiana. The big heel was Waldo Von Erich.
Yeah.
And he would come out there in that German outfit with the jack boots and those riding pants and the riding crop.
And goose stepping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Goose stepping, yeah.
Well, that's what they call them, jack boots. Yeah, he did do the goose step. But anyway, and before the match would start, before the bell would start, you got the baby face over in the corner kind of like warming up. I still remember this like it was yesterday, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Waldo Von Erich would run over with the riding crop and beat the dog shit out of the guy. And then by the time the bell went ding, ding, the man is out. Waldo Von Erich pinned him 1, 2, 3. And then he get on the microphone with that German voice, you know. And my grandmother wanted Bill Watts. Finally, Bill Watts got and beat Waldo Von Erich, man, downtown Shreveport, Louisiana. That's what I was interviewing Bill Watts about, and I was asking, did he remember that? Because like I said, my grandmother's no longer here, but the night you beat Waldo Von Erich, that made her day. I'll never forget this, bro.
It's emotional business.
Never forget it.
It's a business based on emotion.
Yeah.
You know? Now, you know what scene what Waldo Von Erich used to do? Did you ever see that in a movie? Did you ever see that in The One and Only?
What's that?
That scene that Waldo Von Erich did. That was in the movie called The One and Only with Henry Winkler. Okay? And Henry Winkler is an actor.
Right.
And he can't find any work.
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that now.
You remember when he did the German gimmick, you remember the name of his opponent who he knocked out in 2 seconds flat? It was Roddy Piper. It's on YouTube. You can look at it. Yeah. They introduce him, blah blah blah, and he stands there with his helmet, and Roddy Piper charges him. He hits him with the helmet, and the match is over. And that was Roddy Piper's first movie he was in, and from being in that one movie for 10 seconds, he was able to get a SAG card, and he was able to get insurance from that one movie, and that kind of carried him throughout his career.
Right.
So. But you look at it real carefully. It's Roddy Piper. He was young in those days, of course. Didn't look like him, but it was him.
I remember that movie,
I remember all those guys. Yeah.
I mean, so, man, bringing that back up and having that conversation with him, because I've met Bill Watts a couple of times, but for some reason or another, it was like backstage at some events. I met him in that atmosphere. I had never met him at a convention. And, me and his son, Eric, was always tight, man. When Eric worked for WCW, Eric was always a super cool guy, man. He got a lot of heat because of his dad, man. But Eric was a good guy, man. It was good to see both of them. The same day I met you, man. It was good to see both of them, man.
Yeah, I heard that the first Superdome, you just have the Superdome extravaganzas. And I don't know the names of the guys involved, but a couple of them, they went up to Bill Watts, looking for their money. And he said, well, you were just lucky to be on the card. I don't know how he lived. So it had to be somebody at the bottom of the card, but they didn't get paid. And he said, you were lucky to be on the card. So he I don't, behind the scenes, I don't know, but he ran a hell of a business, man. I used to, all those Superdome extravaganzas were awesome.
I got my producers working on an interview that might answer some of that for you. You know who that person might be? You know who that person might be?
Who?
Butch Reed. Yes. So I got my boys working on the Butch Reed interview.
Yeah.
It's going to come out on YouTube this month. This is Black History Month. And I always put myself in the position, I'm black, and I'm making history. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do, brother. And I'm working on a couple of guests for Black History Month that's going to blow your mind. I've been saving this one, Jimmy. You know it.
Oh,
you know it. I've been saving it. I'm bringing it out on Patreon, Black History Month. But I'm going to give you a couple of clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
Only Jimmy knows the backstory. Only Jimmy knows.
Yeah.
Jimmy can't say, but only Jimmy knows.
Yeah, my mom can tell you some funny stories about Butch Reed and Ted DiBiase and Arn Anderson, when they were in the territory, because she used to work at a gas station. She can tell you some funny stories, man. But, it's going to show you how much of a wrestling mind that I have. I always linked everything to wrestling. When Hank Aaron passed on, that's the first thing I thought about, that he was on TV with Bill Watts because Bill Watts had caught some heat about racism when he was with Turner. So he appears, there was a show in one of the clashes maybe, was in Milwaukee, and they had Hank Aaron, doing an interview with Bill Watts at the beginning of the show. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was basically like, I don't know why that popped in my head first, but that did. That, they were trying to show that he was not a racist, so they had Hank Aaron on there.
The same thing when Jimmy the Greek had his faux pas. They had guys go out there with him, like Al Sharpton and all those guys go out with him. But sometimes they do that, man. But, I
remember that. I remember Bill Cosby defending him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, who was that? Who you hate was just saying you need to get Ron Simmons. You know what? You hate. I contacted Ron, and I'm going to have to contact him again because when I contacted him to be on the show, his wife was in the hospital at the time. So I was like, hey, man, go take care of your business, man. I don't know how serious it was. I don't know if it was a pandemic thing. And actually, I forgot to get back with him. I'm glad you just reminded me of that because I'm going to have to call him and see exactly how he's doing. But anyway, what were you saying now, Jimmy?
Yeah, what upset me about that interview was that basically, to me anyway, you might have a different take on it. Jimmy the Greek was telling the truth. They would breed these guys.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Jimmy. That's the thing, though. That's what was wrong about it. Because he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Well, the masses don't want to hear the truth.
They want to hear the truth,
because if you're actually telling the truth, then you have to admit guilt.
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
And the same way with me. I wasn't offended. Okay. Let me say this. Me and Russo was doing a show. I can't remember the name of the show, but I started talking about what Jimmy the Greek was talking about. And I started putting things in perspective for people that don't know. I'm the kind of person that kind of looks at things you know, kind of analyze things and then put my twist on it as to why things are they are. Even people in my family are always saying, you always want to know how things work. You've been like that since you was a little kid. You're always asking questions about why this, why that. Okay, and when I became a grown man, I started doing my figuring for myself. And if you look at the American black athlete, the United States black athlete, has anybody ever asked themselves, why can they box so good? Why can they run so fast?
Yeah.
Why can they jump so high? Why their brains can take study of biochemical and be the best at it? Why can they design things a little different than everybody else? Why do they hear music a little different than anybody else? Anybody ever asked themselves that? But you know something? It only goes down that way in the United States of America. And I will tell you why. And this is what I told Vince Russo. You created him. You brought him here and you created him. There are black people all over the world, every piece of the continent, but they don't do things the way the American black athlete does things. You ever asked yourself that? Because all the rest of them hasn't been genetically engineered like the ones that was brought here. Not on purpose, but through 500 years of everything that you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy. From the diet to the influx of different races of people and everything else, from taking this from the slave trade and putting big people against other big people, put strong people against other, you genetically engineered him. It's no accident that the world's fastest man is always from the United States of America. But nobody ever asked that question.
Except for Usain Bolt. Except for Usain Bolt.
But he's from the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
Who trains in this climate, who actually trains in this country. If you see what I'm saying. But Usain Bolt is, after 100 years, about time, right?
Yeah.
After 100 years of the Olympics, it's about time, right?
Right, right.
But that is one guy, one. You go all the way back to Jesse Owens, 1936. Yeah. That is a long time ago. And that's, huh?
But Steve, the people that came over here, you got to understand, those were not cruise liners they were on. So to get over here was the survival of the fittest. A lot of
that's
people,
true too.
Right.
That's
So
true too.
then you have them over here. And I think, had I been in that time, I think my value would have been higher than yours. Because they would look at them physically, but they would also examine their teeth. And they would look at my choppers and look at yours. My value would be more.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I'm just saying, going back to what we was talking about with Jimmy the Greek, that is what he's talking about.
He told the truth.
The black American athlete has been engineered to dominate anything he gets his hands on. I don't care if it's through his mind. I don't care if it's physicality. I don't care what it is. Yeah. If he gets the opportunity, he will be able to do it better than anybody. I told people this when MMA started back in the day.
All right.
I said it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before we will take that over also. The only thing is, getting into that is not like getting into football, baseball, basketball, this, that, and the other, because it's a sport whereas you got to have some money to get trained to do it. But once you do, you know what I'm saying? Once you do, boom, what do you got? You got a Johnny Bones Jones. Mm-hmm. You know, you got a Johnny Bones Jones, a killer.
Yeah, well, right, and we've been engineered that we've been trained in other ways.
All of that's a part of it.
Right, but
even from here.
Yeah, right. We've been trained not to think.
I know. What I'm saying is this: I am used to pain and anguish. Other things that will just absorb the normal human being. You see what I'm saying? I'm used to struggle. I'm used to it.
Right.
I'm built to nothing. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid because I come from something that you can't even fathom. So put me in this arena of death. That ain't nothing, man. What? I do that every day. The things that you take for granted are the things that I do every day of my life. So when you put them in these type of gatherings, like you will, or like the gladiators back in the Roman times,
all right.
Brother, life is a struggle. You don't see people of color committing suicide. You only see people that are privileged.
You're going on the wrong road now. You remember what Dale Hughley said about when Carrie Fisher passed on and the mother then died? He says, no, black people don't do that.
Well, I don't remember. I remember Carrie Fisher died. I don't know what happened with the mother, but I'm just saying, when you come up in a struggle, when you come up in adverse conditions, the last thing you want to do is kill yourself. That's the last thing you want to do, because life is a struggle every day. So I'm used to the struggle. Whereas if you from affluent surroundings and things get tough, I'm gonna take myself out. Why? Because I'm not used to adversity. I don't know what that is. Everything is supposed to be conditioned for me to have, want, and get. Big difference. But my man Chris Dillsworth, he comes in 5 minutes before the show is over.
But bring him on for 2 minutes. Bring him on for 2 minutes, Steve.
For 2 minutes?
Bring him on for 2, yeah, because I got to wrap it up early tonight. But bring him on, brother.
Okay, let's get him out here.
Bring him on, brother.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? I wanted to have you on the show tonight. Jimmy, on the other hand, you know, he's got to get out of here in a couple seconds. But I got to talk to my man. Hey, man, what's you doing? Bro? Hey, what kind of peace pipe that you smoking on, man?
No, it's called
yeah, you don't even know the name of it. You don't even know the name of it. What is that?
It's called relaxing my nerves.
Jimmy.
Coming for that struggle mattress.
Jimmy, you see this?
I see that struggle mattress in the back. Did they pay the light bill?
Oh, yeah. I paid the light bill, but you know what? I had to, break a couple of skulls,
hey,
you know
man.
what I'm saying, with this, you know what I'm saying, so.
Hey, man, we don't have we don't have very much time yet.
But I just wanted to come on here because I didn't want to be a no-show, so I'm just let me just come on here and just pop on.
I wanted you to give me your analogy of this weekend's Royal Rumble. Now, I've had a lot of guests hit me up about the Bad Bunny. About the Bad Bunny episode, man.
Who?
Bad Bunny.
Who in the fuck is that?
Okay, we won't talk about Bad Bunny.
No, I know who he is.
Give me
according to everyone, that's the person that's making your brother relevant again, I guess. But I'm just like, what the fuck?
Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Bad Bunny, beat up Bunny. They beat up a Bunny one time in the ring. At least that didn't happen to him. But anyway, give me your assessment of this. Give me your assessment of the Goldberg match that he had with what's his name?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Drew McIntyre. I heard it didn't go but 5 minutes, and my man, I can't remember who it was, came on and said they need to get Goldberg out of wrestling. And I'm like, man, you can't get a man 5 minutes every blue.
No.
What?
Okay, Stevie. If I have to distinguish what a vertical suplex versus a jackhammer, it's time for you to wrap it up. For real.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
Okay, let me tell you something.
Please.
Number one, Goldberg used to do the jackhammer. I mean, he still does.
Right.
He almost broke the Undertaker's neck the last time we saw.
Well, yes, that's what I heard. I didn't see it, but that's what I heard.
And you might not want to see it because if he would have did it any other way.
Somebody sent it to me. Somebody did send it to me, and I thought it was brutal. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it was brutal as fuck. So the only thing I can really say about that match, that was really not one of my favorite matches, but I mean, it lasted more than 10 minutes. So I guess,
somebody just got on there and said it lasted 5 minutes.
No, it didn't last 5 minutes. I was actually, I was timing.
Who's lying to me?
Your follower was lying to you because it lasted more than 5 minutes.
Okay. So how'd you like the match?
I don't think I made myself clear. I don't think I gave a fuck about that match. I don't think I gave a fuck about that match. But I mean, like, Okay,
I guess, wait a minute. Let me put it in a different way. Let me take it from a different context.
All right.
For what Goldberg does, as opposed to Drew McIntyre and the match that they had between each other, can you give it a rating on that? Okay, I guess not.
Let me get it out. I'll give it a 2.5.
Okay. Wow. 2.5 out of what? 5?
Out of 5.
Okay. Well,
you think I'm gonna sit on this podcast and give it a fucking 4-star rating? I don't think so.
I'm not, dog. I was just trying. That's why I bring you on the show, to bring me up to speed, man. That's all. I value you.
Look, bro. Three spears and a vertical suplex, that ain't doing nobody no damn favors. I'm sorry. That's not doing me no favors, and that damn sure ain't doing you no favors either. Mandy Rose, yeah, that's what she came. She did what she was supposed to do. She gave you an erection. There you go.
Now wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
The fuck is going? What did Mandy Rose do? Because somebody just put that on this and Mandy Rose stole the show. What did she do? Who's that? Disco and Swayze. She didn't do anything.
Shit. She didn't do shit. She just came out there looking like a prostitute and had all the men, you know what I'm saying, had
Wait a minute, man. You talking too fast, man. I'm trying to get a grasp. I'm trying to get a picture, a grasp of what's going on. Now, what did Mandy Rose come out with? What she have on?
Look, picture Trish Stratus 2.0. There you go.
Chris Dillsworth, let me enlighten you on something. I've been hit on the head with a lot of chairs. And when you ask me to just think up shit off the top of my head like that, sometimes it's kind of difficult to do. That's why I referred to you as my go-to guy. But that's okay. I get that. She came out. She looked like a prostitute. And what you got against prostitutes, man?
I don't got nothing against prostitutes.
Why you say that?
They making their money. I mean, shit.
I got a lot of respect for prostitutes.
I bet you do. And you know what? Probably back in the day, they were probably your biggest fan.
No, that may be true, but I'm like, I'm not going to discount the game. I might not be in the game, but I'm not going to discount the game.
I ain't discounting the game either, but shit, I'm keeping the shit real.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, prostitute ain't never stole from me.
But Mandy Rose did from me. So, I mean... You know what?
Mandy Rose trying to pick up a check. And
she tried to pick up some DICK, but wait
a minute. Why you want to say those kind of disparaging things about Mandy Rose came up to pick up a paycheck, went to Vince and them, probably brought her in and said, hey baby, we need you to go out there.
Bro, she came there to pick up a damn date. That was a bonus check.
You don't think Mandy Rose can pick up a date anywhere she goes?
Yeah, she can pick up a date. I mean, look at the person that gave her some damn clout. Talk about she styled this show. Whoever that person, Disco Inferno.
I cannot have you coming on my podcast disrespecting the family, man. I can't have you coming on here doing that. Now Disco got his own analogies. He got his own opinions, man. You can't take that away from him.
I got much love for you though, but I'm saying you coming on here and saying that trash ass shit about Mandy Rose, about Mandy Rose still in the show. What did she do for you lately other than getting erection? Answer that question for me.
It was okay to man. Look, if Mandy Rose was candidly clad, dressed, I'm in for that. It's just a show, baby. It's just a show.
That's
now
cool,
you leave Mandy Rose alone right now.
I'm tired of motherfuckers coming on here and giving that girl clout. But what? What did she do?
Man. Wait a minute, man.
Other than getting Otis over.
And what's wrong with that? Now, I had this same argument with Vince Russo about 6-7 months ago, maybe 2 years ago. Same argument. And then, when he was like, I like to put women out there clandidly glad, and and that's what men want to, and that's what men want to see, and stuff like that. So, you know what I told him? I told him, you are the cause of what everything you started it. Now look where it's gone. I said, are you proud of that?
20 years later.
I asked him.
20 years later, we still doing the same fucking formula, just in a different era.
What you got to say about this, Jimmy?
Stevie, hey man, look, I got that conference call coming in, bro. So we'll get to the wrestling question. We'll do 2 next week, and since we couldn't get down to 1 tonight. But
if I had known that Chris was coming on with this kind of attitude this late in the show, I would have never hit the button. I would have never hit the button to let him on. I would have cut him off. I'm about to cut his microphone off right now.
Oh no, Stevie,
I'm sorry.
It's great podcast, man. Keep the tapes rolling, man. And like I say, to be continued, and like I always close out with B1, Black first. Later.
I got you, baby. I got you, Jimmy.
Oh, shout out to Bianca Belair. She did it for the culture, so I love her. But other than that, the pay-per-view was good. It was surprisingly good.
I've seen nothing but good reviews on it.
I didn't
the overall show.
When I came in and to watch the Royal Rumble, I was totally uninspired. Like, I just did not give a damn. I'm like, let's get this shit on the road. But I did hear that Vince McMahon was not present, so that's probably why the pay-per-view was good.
He wasn't present.
He wasn't present. Yeah, Triple H, I think, was running the show. From my understanding, I don't know if that was true or not, but I mean, look at who the last 2 was, in the Royal Rumble. Former NXT stars, whatever, on the trip. So, but other than that, it was cool. But with the whole thing,
I really like Bianca. I really like her, man.
She's cool.
She got a good gimmick, and she plays it up to the heap. You know what I'm saying? I really like her. The whole gimmick, the whole thing that she does, the ponytail thing reminds me of the old karate movies when guy had ponytails and they cut you up with them, But I've seen karate movies like that. But I get some of the people that's asking me about Carlito.
Oh, Carlito got huge.
Well, I seen him in New Orleans at a show we did together. When was that? 19? I think it was early 20 or late 19. It was late 19.
The last time I seen
Carlito, he lives here.
When I seen Carlito, that was not the person I seen 10 years ago.
Really?
Yes, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah, so when I seen, I'm like, who is this jacked up person that they call? Like, who is that? It was like Carlito. Oh, really? The one that, I spit in the face of the people they want to be cool, that type of shit. And I'm like, dude must be on steroids, because I'm like, what the hell happened to him?
Wow, like I said, I seen him about a year and a half ago, maybe a little over. And we did a show in New Orleans together. And he looked like regular player because, he's from here. He's from Houston. He lives here. I ain't going to say he's from here, but he lives here. A lot of big Puerto Rican culture here. And, the cost of living is not as high as like Miami and stuff like that. But, he looked like the same guy. And that wasn't that long ago, man. Wow.
See, Stevie, I don't like when you try to say, hey, I just seen him last week. That's your friend around the corner. I don't have those kind of access, powers like you do.
But I'm just saying, everybody telling me how he looks now, and I'm like, golly, we just seen him not too long ago.
See?
So, I mean, a year and a half, damn, he did all of that now? Golly. But I'm going to have to check that out, man. I'm going to get some, any of you guys out there, send me some of the pictures of the show. Send me some of the pictures to my Instagram or either my Facebook, and I can check out some of these images, man. What else was going on that you liked on the show or disliked?
You probably gonna be surprised when I say this, but Roman Reigns,
okay,
he really did show his heel side, which I've been trying to like say, like, Roman, please give me a reason to like you.
Right.
He gave me
dislike you.
Or dislike, you know what I'm saying? Now, they was playing in the LED screens, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they was in Best Buy yesterday, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, please not the people, don't knock the LCD screens over, you know, that type of shit.
Okay.
So, but the one funny incident that I did see, even though they took this away from AEW, you know what I'm saying? When Kenny Omega and Matt Hardy was chasing Sammy Guerrero down the fucking street or whatever. Right. But this time, I mean, Roman Reigns came out of nowhere like the RKO and hit him with a go-kart. That shit was hilarious.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You should see that, dude. That shit was hilarious.
You know what, Chris? I'm going to start doing some watch-alongs. I'm gonna start.
I thought you was.
I mean, for the pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't started yet because I was trying to wait for them to get back into the arenas and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to wait on because it's hard for me to really stomach all the video screens and stuff like that with the fans, and then they say that's a pay-per-view and it looks just like a regular show. But I guess I'm gonna have to just break down and start doing it anyway, man, because you know, I want to get more into the pay-per-view shows, not just for WWE, but AEW and Impact, so we can have these type of conversations, you know, like a post-conversation, you know, a post-conversation the night of and the night of when I start doing the podcast on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, something like that. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's what I want to start doing. Yeah.
I mean, just let me know if you need any help, you know what I'm saying? I can, you know, give you some, you know, I could definitely help you with that.
The fans been hitting me up about it, you know what I'm saying? Doing watch-alongs and stuff like that. Not only that, I'm going to start doing them with MMA and boxing also. I want to do it with all three, you know, the combat sports.
I heard Mayweather is supposed to be coming back with a fight. I don't know if it's this year or 2022. I'm not sure.
Supposedly he's fighting one of these Paul brothers. Jake Paul or one of, you know, these two internet sensation guys.
Internet sensation?
Yeah, one of them just beat the NBA player when Mike Tyson and Roy Jones did that on the undercard. It's a Logan Paul and Jake Paul. I guess they're brothers. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to capitalize off people that the guy got, like, I don't know, a few million followers, you know?
Seriously?
Yeah, so he's trying to fight this guy, so
I mean, so you trying to fight probably one of the most savvy boxers of this generation.
Well, this guy's much bigger than Floyd, though.
I mean, look at what happened to Big Show. Big Show got KO'd. I mean, shit. Yeah, but that's either here or there.
We'll see what happens, man. I don't think I can do that because I'm like this. If you're an older fighter and you want to come out of retirement and fight somebody, come out of retirement and fight one of these hungry guys that fight like you do. That's what every other boxing champion has done. Every other boxing champion, even Mike Tyson, has fought a younger guy when I was kind of like at the end of my career. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Sugar Ray Leonard did it. Larry Holmes did it. Roberto Duran did it. I mean, the list goes on and on. All of them, it's called giving back to the business. We do it in wrestling all the time. You always pass the torch to the next guy. Mm-hmm. You always do that. Floyd Mayweather never did. Did. Never passed the torch. But you know what I'm saying? It's no shame in losing. But he built his whole career around the 0 record.
Yeah, he sounded like Donald Trump almost. No lie. Like, I mean, you see what happened with Donald Trump as soon as that man lost.
Pictures with him.
Well, and I heard he can't read a coloring book either, but that's either here or there. But anyway, going back to the Royal Rumble, just one more thing. No,
wait a minute. You talking about Floyd Mayweather?
No. I'm
Donald Trump. Which one?
For both of them.
I don't know if Floyd Mayweather, I think Floyd Mayweather can actually read a coloring book.
Are you sure?
Because the words are very big.
I don't know if he can sound them out though, but you know what? I'm not going to even throw him under the bus. I've been doing that too much anyway.
You don't have the big syllables.
You know what? They only have the caption either. I don't think he can read that either.
I seen him read.
You see him read?
It took a minute.
It took a minute. Did he sound it out? Did he sound out his vowels and the O is silent and the U?
No, he got stuck in between words, but he pulled it off.
And how old?
I know what you're talking about. What you're talking about is when he was reading those drops.
Oh, those drops.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, hey out there, this is Floyd Mayweather, and I'm here at KCOH Radio 92.7 FM, and hey, I want all you guys to come by and blah blah blah. You know, that kind of stuff. Anybody can do it. I do it every week. I work in radio, so I do it every week. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you've never done it before, it can be kind of intimidating.
Yeah. Oh, you talk about like reading the scripts or whatever, like as they go along. Okay, I've never did that before. I think I would be a little bit intimidated by that. But I mean, I heard that he was reading at a third grade level, and he's about 50. So I'm a little bit kind of. I'm not even being funny, bro. Like, this is what I don't care.
I don't care if you're being funny or not. It's funny. But anyway, man. Let's get back to wrap this thing up.
All right.
With your overall assessment. You said it was a great show from your assessment.
It was.
The Raw one was pretty good. Well, give us the last take on what you thought about the whole show, man.
I mean, the whole show, we've seen some comebacks, you know what I'm saying, more so the women's Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumble stole the show. I'm sorry. But the men's, it came up a little bit short, with Edge and Randy Orton continuing with their feud on their side. Majority of the time they was like, outside beating the hell out of each other or whatever. Right. Toward the end, it was kind of hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the beginning of the men's Royal Rumble, whatever, like Edge, I think he knocked out Randy Orton with a chair shot to his knee. He went in the back smiling and shit while he was going up the ramp, whatever. Like Randy act like no one seen that shit. Right. And then toward the end, whatever, probably 30 seconds toward the end or whatever. So Edge, I think, threw out, who was that he threw out? I think he threw out, I forgot who he threw out. It was probably like Dolph Ziggler or somebody. I forgot who he threw out. But then when he turned around and he thought he won, he got an RKO by Randy Orton. And then Randy Orton was trying to throw him out. But then Edge countered at the last minute, threw him out. And then now Edge is two-time Royal Rumble winner. Wow. Seth, okay. Seth came back, and this is another thing, too. Seth Rollins came back, and really nobody really gave a fuck. Like, his comeback was mediocre. Like, no one really cared. He didn't really do anything that was memorable or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but, I mean, he do got a pay-per-view that's coming up that he's on the face of. So, I don't know what they're doing with Seth Rollins. I mean, Seth Rollins he's cool. I mean, I like Seth Rollins. I really don't have much...
Well, you know, that's how it goes up there, man. It's like a roller coaster, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got to build itself back up because they've been concentrating on all the other stuff. Remember, he was doing the Messiah thing for a minute, and that was really hot. And now they're taking those guys and broken them all up. So, it's time to go in a different direction. And it'll come up with something for him. He's a hell of a worker, and he's a hell of a personality. So, he'll get back in the groove here in a minute, man, as soon as they write him in. But, it is what it is. That's pro wrestling, man. So. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on and giving us your assessment. Give us your assessment of the Royal Giving us
even though it was a little bit shady. I'm sorry, everyone. You know, I got the shade on. I'm sorry.
Giving us your assessment on Miss Rose that's done nothing to you whatsoever, but you know. That's the way you roll, and I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Mandy Rose came out to get a paycheck, and she got called every maniacal type name that you could think of. But that's cool. That's what I like. That's what I like about you, baby. That's what I like, the realness, bro. I like the realness. Then you want to jump on my man Disco. Hey, that's what I like, but you know you can't attack people that really follow the show and they put me out there and make me look good, bro. I can't have you doing that, dog. You know, you got to show a little decorum for the people that keep me on the air, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to show a little decorum.
Disco, I hope you are not. I hope you're not hearing all of this BS that this man is spewing out right now. Because
that man, he watches me every night.
But I'm just saying, bro, like, come on here. Don't.
He like Mandy Rose. You can't stay. I got to see the Mandy Rose thing because, you know, you said some really, really.
As long, look. You can like Sable if you want to, but just don't be one of them fans where you be like going to like, you know what I'm saying, like Alexa Bliss's you know, Twitter page and saying that, you know, I heard you've been cheating and I like you and I love you and I have all of your pictures and I know and I got your phone number. If you don't be one of those fans, we'll be cool.
Now wait a minute, man. Let the fans do what they do, man.
No, fuck that.
Let the fans do what they do. They pay good money for this content. And various media outlets, pay-per-views, they buy pictures, they buy posters, they buy dolls, they buy all of that stuff. That is why you see me. That's why you see me treat people very, very cordial.
You know, Stevie, you are full of shit right now, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You can't talk to me like that.
You full of shit right now, and I'm gonna tell you why.
You can't talk to me like that.
Because if I see a fan that is going after you, I see this young ass woman talk about, Stevie, I love you so much. I have your address, and I'm gonna stalk you. And if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna kill you because I'm gonna slap the fuck out that bitch.
Oh. Thanks for tonight's edification. Okay.
But everybody,
thanks for tonight, Chris Dillsworth edification on how to handle fans in professional wrestling. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying, Chris. I'm gonna holler at you later. Like I said, bro, you got to come on and give my stuff, man. I appreciate you, brother.
You got it, man.
More than you ever know, brother. All right,
no
Chris.
problem,
Peace,
bro. All right, y'all. Take care.
Hey, man, go ahead and cut yourself off so I can bury you.
Oh, damn. That's how we look. Okay. All right, Triple H. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Hey, man, I hope everybody enjoyed that tonight, man. Let's get some music on this thing, man. But hey, man, we had another good night tonight. Jimmy Tibbs, Chris Dillsworth. You can't get no better than that on a nightly basis, man. Tomorrow night, Sonny, oh no. This Wednesday, I got a surprise, but keep your eyes closed. Keep your ears closed. Or rather, keep your eyes open, because this is the world's most dangerous podcast. I am Stevie Ray, and I am out. it.